The world has gone crazy. What do we do? I guess all we can do is listen to the Alpough show, the human spirit experiment. He'll help us. He'll know what to do.
I feel real good about myself because I watched the Alpough show. Everything's cool. Can't wait. The show starts now. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the Alpough show, the human spirit experience. We're really glad that you're here. This is the late night show here at our 9:05 start time. This is my 264th show since we started back in April 4th. And we have a plateau that we've been working for quite a few months. We went over 6,000 subscribers. And I want to thank everyone who subscribes to the channel. And we're working on the next 6,000. But we want the 6,001. Hopefully that you'll be that person. So what I need you to do is to subscribe to the channel and press that bell. Press that bell so you can get notifications. Thank you so much. As we start off each show, children laugh 400 times a day. An average adult laughs 15 times a day. Somewhere on the way, we have lost 385 laughs a day. If you're doing anything, see if you can even start with a smile to get it over that 15 mark, because it's very important that we learn to laugh, learn to love. Okay, because deep down we're living in a matrix. The matrix is really an allegory of the current extremely anti-human socio-economic system where the majority doesn't even know he is born to be a slave with debt and interest, and where the machines are a symbol for the unfeeling psychopaths who made and run the system. And this is why we don't want to have our heads stuck in the sand, okay, or up in the air. We want to be present as we can possibly be. So let's get into what we want to talk about tonight. And I just, something I found here, but need to get a high-valued man, ladies? Allie has the answer. How to marry a high-value man and become a housewife. I think that her perspective here, this is one of the coolest, wisest TikTok videos I've seen. And I wanted to bring it to your attention because, everything's changing. Everything, how we view everything is changing constantly. Constantly, we're trying to be changed. And so this is a lady, her name's Allie. We're going to start off is how to get a good man. All right. So let's start from here. I'm just going to bring it up. Then we're going to break it down.
Allie, show me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Well, I became a better human being.
Let's go with that right first off the bat. Now, she became immediately a better human being. So somehow, if you want to get a good man or woman, because this applies, because I'm bringing this in with the men and the women. I don't want to just bring this in with the women, because there's a certain content that has to be made by both sides, no matter what, if it has the opportunity to succeed. All right. So the first thing she says is, I decided, and this is a decision. We all make decisions on how we want to get better. All right. So the first thing she says is, I became a better human being.
And I became feminine and also shocking, submissive.
Okay, so she goes, let's listen to that one more time.
Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine, and also
Okay, so she became feminine. All right, so how does that play in that? If she's a woman, isn't she feminine? Well, she made that statement that she was going to become feminine, and that now that is a decision because with the way the transgender movement is now, it's hard to define what that means, feminine.
shocking, submissive. So that was the secret.
So what are your
Okay, so here we go with submissive. Now, let me just take her out for a second here because I want to talk about that for just a little bit here. All right, so submissive. I think that's a word that's been slammed on, I think, too much. So I want to go over that. She said she became a submissive woman. All right, so, and this is also for the men. So please, men, you need to watch this. If you're looking for a woman, you need to listen to this too. Okay, a submissive woman. I looked up in the dictionaries and came out with this: someone who does what she does out of love for her husband, someone who helps her husband as they work together to achieve their goals. A strong woman who chooses to be her husband's helper. Okay, so this is what the ideal of a submissive woman who is giving this over, giving it as a gift to the man. All right. Okay. So now here's what it comes down to here. In order for her to do that, then the man there's something that he has to do outside of her that he's going to bring in. So now, what does a man have to do to get a submissive wife? In other words, someone who is going to dedicate themselves, who does what she does out of love to her husband, someone who helps her husband as they work together to achieve their goals. A strong woman who chooses to be her husband's helper. A strong woman. Okay. So now these women are hard to find, by the way. And so here we go. What does a man have to do to get a submissive wife? So I'm going to tell you this. You have to commit three things. Three things if you want this submissive woman. Three things. You have to love her. And she has to know it. She has to know that you love her. She can trust you. She trusts you. That is different than loving because it proves by action that she can trust you. Trust comes from both sides. Trust is learned and also earned. Love and trust is what each person on both sides absolutely have to have. You want it also, gentlemen. You want to know she loves you and that you can trust her. These are the two things, minimum requirement to bring into a relationship. These two, love and trust. There's all kinds of headings come under trust, which is transparency, faithfulness. Okay, you can go on and on and on. But now this is the most important thing, men. And she can't give this to you like you can give to her. Okay? You protect her. She wants to know that you will protect her. You know, I have pretty big hands, and my wife's hand can fit inside of my hand. And the human manly nature is to know that you want to protect that small hand because it's smaller than yours. And this world is pretty cruel. Okay. Now, let's get back into the TikTok here.
To women that want to be a housewife.
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public.
I'm going to start from the beginning because there's some people that just came in. Thank you all for coming in. We're talking about how to get a high value man and a high value woman.
Give me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine and also shocking, submissive. So that was the secret.
So what are your tips to women that want to be a housewife?
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public or private sector. Like, you need a man to hire you for it, but that's okay. Because if you think about it, you submit to your boss who makes you clean stupid shelves at your retail job, right? Like, wouldn't it be better if you were cleaning your own shelves at home? You know what I mean? And your boss wants to sleep with you in a good way. In a good way.
And where do you meet these men?
Well, I think women should work for the men that they want to pursue. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really easy. So if you think about it, like, you want a lawyer, right? So then you should be a paralegal, or if you want a dentist, then you should be a dental hygienist. But these are considered, I guess, high value status professions. But I think that's a really good model that not enough women utilize, because women will bully the woman who is the secretary that marries the doctor, okay? But who has the last laugh? Like, her in her McMansion with her husband who's hot and the babies. Like, that's who has the last laugh. So,
I mean, the lady hit it right on the nail. She really did. You know, if you want to meet somebody that you want to be around, you've got to be in an environment where you can meet people. I mean, you know, back in my day, it was church. You know, you grew up in Catholic church. You meet somebody at school, same in high school, right? Some of them you'll meet people in college. I didn't go to 4-year school or anything like that. But for the most part, where you meet people, you don't always meet people on the street, although you can. Met lots of people, ladies on the street, out and about, I meant. So you want to be around places where there are women that you have some kind of a possible connection with. And it doesn't have to be a bar, you know? So I really like this. I want to add a couple more things here. Remember, we was talking about the 3 things that men have to commit, okay? She's a lover, so she can trust you and you protect her. The same with the woman, about the way that, you know, because she, you know, I feel my wife protects me too. So, you know, but again, when you have the physical, of course, my wife was in the military. She showed me her Glock. So I already knew I was safe, man. So finally, here we have here, okay? Love is submission. Both sides. Love is submission. You know, it's hard to love. All right? You know, love is work. Okay? It is. Each person, when they get married, they submit to the love. It's not a bad thing. Okay? It's not a bad thing. And it comes down to trust is submission. Your submission is that I can be trusted, and I will prove it on a daily basis. And also, protecting each other is a submission. It's not just about physical. It's understanding when your mate has worked too hard, needs a break, or you know they may need to go to the doctor. You have to be the one to take them there. So this submission, these decisions about the love, the trust, and the protection, in itself, it's the start of it's perfect. It's a perfect start to start a relationship. It'll keep it if you love, trust, and protect each other. It's a perfect way to start. It's also keeping a relationship long term. It is the best. It is. And what this lady said was something that has always been, only she redefined it in a way that made sense on what she decided she wanted to be and how she was going to do it and where she was going to do it. So, Allie, I know you're a little celebrity now. Thank you so much. You put it really well, and I wish you and your husband great times. And I hope this helped someone. It's okay to be this. No matter what, it's where it ends up anyway. So we'll be back tomorrow. Hope everybody have a great night. Until then, let's see. Do I see any comments? Oh, okay. There's Tracy. Yeah, it is a full-time job. You should have seen the work we were doing around the house yesterday. And it's earned. I got to go earn it when I get out of here. Well, I hope this helps. If anybody remember that, please subscribe to my channel. If when you come in later, you're going to watch, you're seeing there's some videos that you can watch, and you can subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time.